Hey folks, Quilly here, and welcome to another episode of Randy Random's Really Just a Cool Guy. I've been complaining about wanting some more insect meat to make some kibble, and Randy is giving us a waste-packed infestation. He's just so swell. I mean, I know it sounds like being sarcastic, but I actually am fine and happy with this. I'm really curious to see what happens if we just ignore it. I don't remember if they attack on their own or if they'll just sort of chillax over there, which I suppose might have a negative detriment to merchant, like traders, but otherwise it's kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I think last episode, yes, there we go. I moved everyone to walled. We don't currently have the means. Yeah, as I say, it's a new day of recording over here. Don't currently have the means of constructing any mortars. We do have a nice long-range sniper weapon in the... What's it called again? The charge lance. So we could always poke at them to aggro them or something like that. But I'm kind of curious to see what's just going to happen. It is the end of September. Annoyingly, it has gotten quite cold, so we lost our plants a little early, but we are good on food, so that's going to be fine. And we are currently researching fabrication, and we do still have a few components in there, so hopefully we can use that to build a fabrication bench. You know what? I'm going to cancel. Yeah, cancel these. So I think I was like, oh no, everything's going to be fine now, but let's make sure we don't use up any components for that over there. And I don't think we've got anything else queued up that would consume components right now. So let's unpause. Who's got the medical emergency? Hawk over here. Oh yes, the extreme hypothermia. It's getting a little warmer. You know what I might do? Since this is now enclosed, Connor, if I can just get you to walk over here, and then yeah, that door is going to be left open. So the temperature will flow in here even a little bit better than before. So you're going to get warmer. It's going to be okay. We would hate for you to lose any more body parts to the cold. That would be terrible. All right. Oh, they just pop as cocoons. They don't wander right away. Okay. I have gotten the insect infestation before, but not that many of them. And I couldn't remember what the deal was. So we definitely could pop them safely from distance. We'll see. Oh, yes, we're still unpacking the animals. Oh, that's right. So we actually will have a bunch of components, won't we? Because as soon as this is unpacked, because we bought some from the trade caravan, right? I think that's probably the case. We shall see. All right, John, you're working on some clothing stuff. That's fine. Getting a meal. Yeah, no, we're just going to chill inside the base. I mean, no cold pun intended. What other way could I get this temperature? Because it's going to be cold here. I could build a vent that accesses from the outside, but it's not like that's especially warm either. And how is the temperature in these rooms? Actually, the temperature in these rooms are fine now. So I'm going to go back to keeping this closed. It's going to be fine. But yeah, we've got the heater in here. I think, oh, right, because I hadn't had this door here. So even though I think we had a heater in this area, it was heating like the entire hallway. So by doing this, it's going to keep this little part warm, which should keep these rooms warm enough. So that's going to be okay. Talk about axes with Chico. All right, cool, groovy. Do I want to make any extra bots? I don't think so. We're still going and emptying this slowly but surely, but that's fine. And yeah, everyone's nice and busy. Oh, we could have Dakin. After you're done that, we could have you carry a weapon just to say. Let's have you grab, not the assault rifle. Let's do the chain shotgun. The assault rifle, do we want another long range person? I don't know. Oh, combat supplier ship. Okay, let's give him a ring. And often the combat supplier hasn't actually been my favorite type, because a lot of times they carry stuff that I don't particularly care for, and they don't buy a lot of stuff I would like to sell. Oh, and they do have components. I guess a lot of times I get like the tribal combat suppliers, and they're really bad. The combat suppliers don't have advanced components. Regular components is actually wonderful. Do I also buy medicine? I don't think so. I do still have to keep the ambrosia. Brain wiring tech print is interesting. Super clotting is pretty strong, but I don't think I'm who knows? Maybe this will be a run where we actually do the genetic stuff, but I'm not going to pick it up now. Joywire, Mind Screw, Pain Stopper. I don't think we need to prioritize that. Could buy more barrels, but we've got 9. That's going to be fine. We're limited by other things. I'm going to keep the chain shotgun, the assault rifles, the Hellcat rifles, the charge lance, the 2 EMP grenades. Yes, please. We'll sell this helmet because no one's going to wear that. I'll keep an extra helmet around. That's going to be okay. And the smoke pops, yeah, we'll keep those 2. That's fine. I think that's probably it. We'll just spend a little bit of silver. You know what? I'll go ahead and get all the medicine too. Fine. We are going to get to the point of making our own medicine. I don't think we've researched it yet, right? Like I did, no. But we can research it, and we do have some neutropamine, so we can probably start doing that. But maybe for now, just buying it is good. Save us a little bit of time. That's going to be okay. All right. Do that. Shield user has ranged weapon equipped. Oh, actually, you know what? Hang on. Do my meleers have shield belts? No, because these packs are that. Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to get you to drop this. I will make some proper apparel policies. The default ones, just so we don't have to keep micromanaging this. We'll remove the shield belt from this. Also, we're going to have everyone carry more of the herbal medicine again, please. And then I will make a melee outfit. So we'll do it in all caps. And for this, I'm going to turn off all utility items other than shield belt. There you go. All right, so you are dropping your shield belt. These, oh, I've got to assign these. So you 3 over here, we're going to assign melee. Melee. So it should cause you to drop your utility items, and then you'll start scarfing up shield belts as they become available. All right, that sounds good and fine. Lance no longer incapable of walking. Well, we need to fix that. Remove peg leg. All right, good luck, Lance. You guys are still limited to just herbal medicine. Yeah, good. But it's nice to have the real stuff once again. Episode 20, I think, just went live on YouTube as I'm recording this, just to give you a heads up on how far ahead things are. I pre-recorded a bunch of stuff because of the holidays, because I knew I'd be unavailable for a lot of days, so I wanted to have a backlog. And now it's just like, no, I can't stop playing multiple like rounds of RimWorld every single day. If I'm not live streaming or there's not, New Year's Eve celebration stuff, I can't stop playing this game. I mean, this happens a lot with RimWorld. I like this run a lot. I kind of would like my base to be more visually appealing, but on the difficulty we're playing on, it's feeling a little hard to justify doing like a bunch of carpeting or something like that, but it would be nice to have something, wouldn't it? Oh, did I get the advanced lights? I think I did, but yeah, the floodlights. Okay, they don't actually need components, which is nice. So what I'm going to do is I'll put one here. I don't want to replace the planting. Although we are going to be undoing this soon, which will probably mean moving the lamp. But I'm going to put it there, and then, so that reaches down to there. So I'll get one. Maybe I will. Okay, if it's there, it doesn't cover that. We'll do this, and we'll do this. There's, some overlap in things, and I think there's a little gap over there, but that's going to be okay. So we'll get a decent amount of light outside here. Oh, this horse needs to be brought in. Who is an animal handler? Soto. I guess, okay, hold on. Instead of staying in a walled area, and I don't know if we have a zone defined for this here. Okay, a work zone, yes. What I'm going to do is I will define a full area as a work zone. Then I will remove, certainly there. You know what, let's do this. Stop any reason for anyone going there. And then we'll also remove. Remember with the zoning, people can walk through a non-allowed zone to get somewhere else. So we don't want any reason for anyone to get anywhere near these bugs. And I'm not going to have them go outside of our little wall area here. That's okay. Let me re-add in the actual wall, though, so that we can do repairs on it. And then same thing here. Do that. Okay, and then I'm going to assign everyone... even the kids can go to the work area. No, let's keep the kids inside the walled area completely. And then I think Soto prioritize roping the stallion. We don't want it wandering around away with all the loot. Plus, we can't unpack it right now because it was outside the walls, which I hadn't noticed. Okay, hopefully that's all of them. If I go to animals, ooh, there's got to be, I don't know if there's an easier way to do this. I guess, okay, we'll see the mouse. Oh, no, we don't see the mouse over there. Do they have a different coloring? The white circles. Okay, in a glance, it looks like all the animals are in there. Okay, so they'll get unpacked. Combat suppliers have left. This room has been dug out. We'll get, I wonder if I can do one light that covers this whole room. Almost. I'm going to declare this good enough. Yeah. And so the idea, I could probably go and tell them to start smoothness. This is going to be a room for fancy people. Is the smooth terrain. We need to make sure this floor is smoothed in here. Good. All right. Do that and that and that. And the light does go and cover this area. Okay. Ritual opportunity soon. Oh, lovely. Okay, that'll be nice. How's our conversions? Do we have anyone to convert? No, because Darkwood decided to be a punk and left. Yep, okay, that's fine. How'd that surgery go? Both legs, and both legs. Good. Still would like the coagulator, but I'll need a proper bed to do that. Great Advent is now possible. Let's do it. What's the reward for this one? Oh, we might get a recruit. Lovely. Everything's maxed, 100% expected quality. So 80% good outcome, and out of that, 50-50 chance of getting a new recruit. So 40%, right? Matt? Why do I try mathing something? Oh, mechs. Walls. Work. No, I guess I'll keep the mechs inside the walled area. That seems fine. They're still hanging out outside. I don't know. Like, is it just not a big enough space? Is there some other reason? Should I have more doors? I don't know. Oh, okay. We did get a fun one. We didn't get the unforgettable one, so we got +8 instead of +16. Still a nice mood boost. We got some joint relationship. Chico's lover? Oh, I'm sorry. Crafting 20? What? What? No health conditions. Psychically hypersensitive, pessimist psychopath. Well, you're going to be a fun time. Oh, you're a genie, which is a big reason for the plus over here, because you got the base +8. It also, I think, comes with. Does it increase the chance of passion? Yeah, 1 level of passion is added, so it's guaranteed at least 1 tick. And I got a second one, Wandering Crafter, which actually might have gotten it even higher. I don't know. 11 shooting, 20 crafting. I mean, you're a delicate wimp because you're a genie. The wimp isn't necessarily the end of the world. You fall down faster if you're in pain. That could be really annoying when you got a smaller colony, but otherwise it's a little bit of a self-defense mechanism. It's not the worst thing in the universe. Delicate, of course, you do take more damage, which sucks, but holy crapola! You're amazing! Okay, let's do this. Default is fine here. And we're going to go and copy a normal person schedule, which will encourage you to move in there. Oh, I'm going to go and immediately recruit you and move you in, because one of the things that can happen, I think, is they join the map, and if they're wearing a piece of clothing that's like too tattered or something and doesn't meet, or somehow doesn't meet their filter. I'm happy this cougar doesn't decide to attack you right away. Then they can like drop the clothing immediately. And I don't want people wandering out over there. Okay, so I'm going to unrecruit you now. Holy cow. Okay. You know what? I'll leave the hunting off for you. We can have both people on crafting duties. That's going to be fine. And you are pretty good at researching. I'll leave the dark. I just realized, I think I turned off the dark study on people because I was like, oh, I don't want them to read in the book. But dark study is recreation. Now we can change the recreation rules to not let them read the book. Now I think it's funnier if we do that. So we'll leave that on. Do we want to, you know what? I'll put the dark study. Maybe you, this is just time. It's not result. You know what? I forget. I'll leave it on. That's fine. Crafting is okay. Do we want to enable cooking? I suppose it's probably fine. Well, you know what? At a 4, you're kind of crap. Yeah, I'll do this. I guess I could put it as at a 4 priority. Because if the research benches are full, maybe you can do a little. You can't make fine meals because you don't have the skill, but maybe you'll do a little butchering, get a little training. Maybe you'll make a simple meal and food poison someone. Probably not, because the filter should be fine. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Sure, why not? Lisa, good God. I don't think there's any reason we can't just do a double bed in here. Cancel those. I don't think there's any reason I can't do a double bed in here for Chico and Lisa. Here, we'll put them next to each other. And then I'll get you... Shooting of 11's amazing. Let's get you one of these assault rifles. Okay. Yeah, let's just build copy of a double bed. I mean, you know, if they're going to do some loving, it'll be a little awkward for everyone else, but you know what? They don't actually complain, so it's fine. Boom. It's insanely cool. And then, yeah, you're going to go and dye your clothes. Which I like. We could flip it so that people go with their preferred clothing, but no. We'll keep it on ideological dye. That's good. Excellent quality bed. Lovely. Chico and Lisa. There we go. Lover separated. That'll go away. Dakin's got level 2 shooting. Masterwork and table. Lovely. Another baby coming. You know what? Before I forget again, I'm going to go and get yet another station. So we could do triple training at the same time, assuming we've got enough people on childcare. You know what? I'll enable it for Ryan. He's not going to be as good, but we'll set up to 3. I don't know. The warden. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. I don't know. The skill might matter. Can we check, actually? If I look at, let's say I look at Ryan, and I look at childcare? Didn't highlight anything. So, yeah, I don't know if childcare just affects the speed, or the quality, or what. Masterwork dining chair. Cool. All right. We have gotten pretty good at construction. Lisa making corsets. Okay, and then, yes, 57 components. So, yes, that's right. I did have tons. Now that was probably all in this horse that was there. Well, we hadn't unpacked this one fully, but it was probably there. I'll put those back in. We almost have the research complete. I could start making more weapons. Well, okay. I think we'll probably do the thing where we just make the jump from the combat shotguns to the charge pulse rifles again. And skip over assault rifles. Tend to like that pattern. It works out. I could double door this for an airlock, but I don't think... There's actually an annoying amount of through traffic there. Well, right now it's a shortcut to outside, to be fair. When this goes away, I'm just hoping this door really doesn't see a lot of use. I could always throw forbid on it. Struck uranium ore. Wow, we got a lot of uranium ore. I mean, okay, probably a normal amount of uranium ore, but it feels a lot, and especially in the context of, man, it was... We had no components ever. Is this, okay, rainy thunderstorm is fine. That's good. Vasquez is asleep, so you'll go and construct this. Or the constructor can do it, actually, since it's not really a skill-limited thing. These constructoids are slow, but that's all right. Do we want to get a second charger? With 3 bots and the 20% recharge thing, I think it's fine. But we might want to... We might want to get a second one soon, especially, like, do I want to go for second lifter, second cleaner? I don't know. All right, research screen, recon armor, advanced fab. I usually like to make the push to advanced fab right away. You know, I think I will. It's less of a rush, but that way we are 100% secured. So fabrication bench there. What else? The plan will be to put another one here at some point. I guess what I can do is move the heater, but I don't think we need it yet. We'll get that down. How many components does it need? It does need 12 components, and of course, two advanced components, which we've been good on that for a long time. I probably don't need to rush the advanced components. Oh, I forgot, we bought a telescope. So I'm going to put it right there. Not too far from the front door. And then, yeah, we can just activate this by mortaring it at some point, but I don't think there's any reason to rush it. Sure, we don't have access to this part of the map, but we're fine. We don't need that part of the map. Although, again, do I want the kibble? I wonder if I should swap the food storage over here again to require kibble. Cargo pods. Okay, that's a little annoying because that is outside of the work area. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and expand the work area over here. There's also some critters that I think have been hunted. But speaking of hunting, I'm going to grab a bunch of people over here. We'll do a drafted hunt because there's some cougars and stuff. No! Squirrel's eating my meals. Here and activate drafted hunt. Oh, God. Didn't realize we had aggroed that badger a little earlier than I wanted. Taming the that would be better. I'm going to turn off the drafted hunt. Just finish that. Finish this donkey off. Okay. And then I'm going to expand, not the home area, the work area to cover this. I'll try to trim it down after. Do this, unforbid, and then we'll do a high priority haul. Oh, these, hold on. These donkeys are hurt and not finished off. I don't like that. Okay. Do this. Priority haul, the corpse, the badger, the this. I think the medicine's been brought in already. This, that. Okay. That's good. Chico got slightly hurt. That's fine. Yeah, we definitely did not have a shortage of meat. But yes, okay. I will go and swap this around. Hay off, kibble on. I think we've got some kibble stored over here. Because in theory, we'll have the insect meat again. Inspired creativity on Tad. Yeah, that's not going to matter. Yeah, you know, they get the mood boost if you go and satisfy it, but it's fine. Oh, I'll unforbid this chair. Hopefully we still have enough muffalo wool for it. We might have to switch it to something else. We'll do that, but then we'll get the fabrication bench, and that'll be grand. And it will be nice, because I think the component might be a smithing task. We could turn on more of these. I'd want to put some limits on the important stuff, like weapons and armor. So it's only the high crafted. But you know what? 2 people it'll probably be enough. Actually, who's the third best here? Who's this? Vasquez? 13's really good. You know what? That's clearly good enough. Let's go and do that. We don't have... Right, the shooting and melee specialist we've never gone and implemented. Is it time? We've certainly got enough people to do it. I don't know. It's still... Everyone seems to have really good jobs, I think. Is anyone not really impressive on anything? I can't remember. The specialist might still be able to research. In which case, Connor would be a good choice there. Hold on. Yeah, they can still research. So Connor does have the melee specialty, although I can't make him a melee specialist because it's not high enough yet. We could make you a melee specialist. We'll consider it. Grind. This is ready. So we're going to add a bill to make component do until it have X. We're going to try to keep like 20 of these around. I think that's good. And I mean, obviously we don't need it right now, but that's okay. Not that. We're not mining that. We've got those components there. These critters over here. Yeah, okay. These crops aren't going to grow. Even if they haven't died yet, but they're not going to grow. So I'm going to go and do the thing. Actually, do I have other growing areas? Are there still ambrosia over here? Oh, there is actually. And there technically. Okay. I'm going to go and remove these growing zones. Should be a little annoying because I'm going to have to go and rebuild things. But it is time to go and set up our greenhouses. Oh, let's grab all these, reset. And again, I'll just keep it at -9. And I'm going to mine, deconstruct. So this will be the rest of the freezer now. Okay. And then, yeah, out here, we're going to make plans for... I still don't have solar panels. You know what? Let's do that real quick. Back over here. Anyway, this critter. Mine. And yeah, we'll monitor the store. I might put a forbid on that, or I could make it into an airlock. There's probably not enough traffic to be a temperature problem. We struck more uranium ore? Good God. These are glowy mountains. Oh, the boomlope died. Right. It's fine. We can just ignore that. I don't know if the snow does inhibit the fire spread. It certainly should. Therefore, it probably does, because it's RIMWORLD and they mostly have thought of everything. Build copy. Some of this is a little awkward. do. Oh, we got Go Frenzy on a kid. Well, hopefully you spend a bunch of time hauling instead of playing. Oh, we finished Proximity Detector. Good. And Electro Harvester, Bioferrite Generator. No, I think... Do we go straight to skip abduction? No, I think we'll get the Bioferrite Harvester rather than do the manual Bioferrite thing, which I think is crappy and was added for tribals. I think originally this wasn't an option. In fact, I'll turn this off. I don't know if it's got pros or cons for it. I'll turn that off because I think it was something added for tribals because they couldn't get some of the other tech. There we go. We'll get that there because I think, yeah, we had some meat over here that would eventually rot, which is no good. I'm going to reinstall this right there. I think that'll just look and feel better. This is an insane amount of storage. Hypothermia on Petra. Really? I didn't realize you could really... Oh, serious. Yeah, no, that is bad. I mean, it is cold. Maybe I should go and put everyone back to walled again. You know what? Let's do that. Also, Lisa was unrestricted. Yeah, we'll put everyone back to walled. I mean, they can still go outside, obviously, but they won't walk all the way out here, and that should mostly be better. They'll spend a lot less time outside. Exotic good trader, trade ship. Ooh, that's nice. Exotic good traders have interesting things. They also buy a lot of stuff. Okay. We could sell the muffaloes and things. I don't know. Neutromine is fine. Components, always buy components if we can afford it. I have 2 shuttle engines. Well, let's sell that. We're a while away from having to mine off map, but it is nice to have an option. Secretary Berger, Tech prints, gene stuff. Ooh, that's actually a little awkward. Tell you what, let me sell like 20 survival packs or meals. And I think we have an ambrosia addict, so I think we can't sell this off. Sell off the go juice. I could sell the penoxygen and then make some more, but I don't know. Do I sell off 1 reinforced barrel? And the muffaloes, maybe. I could sell some of the psychite tea, but we do have a few addicts, so I don't know about that. A little bit of the gold, I'd rather not. I think I'm gonna have to sell 1 reinforced barrel like this. I suppose I could buy fewer components or something, but no. I think I'm okay with this. I think these will have to get moved, but I'm not sure what yet. What I'll do is I'll expand this to here. And I'm going to shrink the zone that way. And then I guess I'm going to want to do a regular priority, all stuff, all things right there. On that stuff there. Okay. Period in storage. Yeah, that's fine. So we got to get our mortars going too. Probably this time. So in the what's called the Bloodkin run. Oh, hello, Eclipse. The Bloodkin run, I didn't put a shelf for the mortars because we're really close to the storage area. I mean, we could if we put the mortars here. That's pretty close to that. Maybe I don't need an outdoor shelf. Yeah, maybe that's fine. So you know what? I'll do the same thing. Okay, that's done. Got the batteries. Oh, let's research Devil Strand because I'm actually going to want to greenhouse up our Devil Strand. So I'm going to go and pull back on this. I had talked about mining this out and squaring it up at some point too. Is now the time? I mean, in a way, it is a lot of kind of goofy busy work, but you know what? I think I'm going to enjoy that. So I'm going to do this, and then, yeah, we'll put a haul things on that to try to move these rocks out of the way, and we'll set up our mortar area there. Okay, solar panels. So again, 2 of these basically counters out a daylight. Are we actually at a steel? We've got some there. I think I will go and set up the greenhouse before I set up the hydroponics area. Yeah. So if we're going to do that, maybe, do I leave this area open? Do I build it around here? So this is enough an area. Actually, there might be... Includes this. So if I do this... I mean, I could do it one wider and have a gap in between, but I don't think there's any reason to do that. So this is a good size for 2 sun lamps. Okay. Okay. That seems fine. And then we'll put a door there. I really don't want people to have to walk, like, to want to walk through this to get anywhere. Honestly, just one door here is going to be sufficient because that's the only access. Yeah. Okay. And power-wise, you know what? Let's run it right through the room before we go and plant anything. And I'll use this as an excuse to build up one of my little redundant connections over here. And we are also going to need some lights in here so that people can see where they're going. We could even leave a gap. Like if we have imprecise coverage, it's not the end of the world. Like if I do this... and this, then there's a little bit in the middle that's not lit, but it's not the end of the world. Just to keep mood up and mobility up, for example. Okay. This should get roofed automatically, but I think what I'll do, just to make sure, is I'll do that, just in case I had some weird flagging in there. And yeah, some plants will go away. That's all right. And then I still have some space over here to build our actual regular defensive sort of kill box. You know, build up a little static, like our barricades over here. Yeah, I think that's good. You know, combat might end up shooting some of these walls from time to time, but that's not the end of the world, I think. And then I'll probably do another greenhouse setup over here or here. I mean, I could make little individual rooms. We need this outside for Devil Strand is what we need because we can't grow that in hydroponics. Because here's the thing, 2 hydroponic setups over here, like with a bunch of rice plus some heel root, and I don't know. I think we can grow psychoid in hydroponics. I'm not sure, but yeah, if we do that, I mean, I probably will only do 1 ring of Delve Strand. I could do 2, but probably only 1. You can see some of the plants are still dying from the cold. Okay, that seems okay. And that power line is good. Yes, it is good. Okay. Excellent. Yes. There we go. Solar panels, which we don't technically need yet, but it's fine. And obviously, they're not going to run with the eclipse. I don't think there's any reason that anyone will ever build a roof on top of this. And then I can't actually keep chaining the solar panels there. Well, we might come around here or something. I mean, we're digging this area out too, which is going to be fine. And 2 solar generators won't be enough for both these sun lamps. But right now we do have excess power anyway, so I think it's okay. John's level 12 cooking. Good. Lovely. Okay, well, I think what we'll do is we'll put the cut in here. And yeah, we'll let this get dug out. Just give us some extra space to work with, and it'll look nice. And yeah, I think we're going to set up our little mortar area right over here. We'll have to check to see. There might be some overhead mountain tiles over here, so we're going to have to kind of work around some of that. Poor mood. Just what's your deal? Serious pain, your friend Shari died. You got the fibrous mechanites. Yep, okay. All right, I think we'll put a cut in here. Folks, thanks for watching another episode. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.